I'm a limited edition, there is only one me. I'm Mohammed Sikkandar, Department of Mechatronics Engineering from KonguEngineeringCollege, Erode. The application of mathematics in engineering and technology is presented in this paper. Everything in engineering requires application of mathematics. Mathematics expresses itself everywhere in almost every facet of the life in the nature all around us. The technology is in our hand. The mathematics is a language of science and engineering. We define engineering as the application of mathematics to build and design of the project for the use of the society. Let's be going to see about the rocket and satellite in which escape velocity. The space is closer than we think. We think of a satellite like an international space station orbiting at the path-like distance. In fact, it circles just only the 350 kilometers over the Earth, and space itself being just 100 kilometers up. Of course, getting to the space is not as simple because of the reason Earth gravity. The entire mass of the Earth is trying to pull you down. If you want to overcome or exceeding the Earth gravity by using only the escape velocity. What the mean of escape velocity? The kinetic energy has sufficient to overcome the gravitational potential energy of the Earth. At the point we escape, the gravitational potential energy of the Earth must be equal to the kinetic energy. The half mv square is equal to gmm by r. After we rearranging this equation, finally we obtain the escape velocity, which is nothing but v is equal to square root of 2 gm by r. Finally, we conclude that the escape velocity do not depend upon the mass of the object or things which are trying to launch. If we send a giant rocket at the same speed with less weight at the same speed, it's only depend on the mass and radius of the planet or asteroid which are trying to send a vehicle. For example, when we are moving away from the Earth, the kinetic energy possessed by us, it has been countered by the gravitational force acting on it. The escape velocity may vary for the different planet and asteroid. For Earth has 11.2 km per second. It may vary for Sun, Moon, Mars and etc. We must understand the escape velocity. Why? Because when we are launching a vehicle to the space for the research purpose, we must calculate the escape velocity. Then only we can send the rocket to the space. Next topic is about microwaves. Mathematical is crucial to design the microwaves. A magnetron within the microwave oven which produce electromagnetic radiation at microwave frequency. The microwaves are created when electrons interact with the magnetic field created by the magnet within it. For example, we may consider as the microwave oven is commonly referred as the microwaves. It is an electric oven that produce heat and cook food by exposing it to the electromagnetic radiation at microwave frequency range. This induces the polar molecules of the food to rotate and produce the thermal energy. The process is also known as the dielectric heating. Here we are using the principle is known as the Lorentz force law, which is nothing but the total force of the electric field and magnetic field. And the electron with the magnetic field with no electric field, the formula will be the 4 of E cross B. Then an electron in the magnetic, purely magnetic field. Then V cross B is equal to VB sin theta, and V is a perpendicular to B. Then the equation will be F is equal to AVB. When electron interact with the magnetic field, they circle toward the center. They create the forces known as the centripetal force, which is nothing but F is equal to mv square. When we equating this two force, finally we obtain the magnetic field strength, which is nothing but V is equal to 2 pi of mc by E lambda. Finally, we obtain the magnetic field strength is inversely proportional to the wavelength. Why we want to learn the microwaves? Because it has the numerous application over the world. It has been used in the military or army for the communication purpose and radar, sonar, and while using in the Wi-Fi also through the point is known as the microwaves. Next topic is about predicting the weather. Getting the input for the weather forecast with the help of the mathematics. The mathematics used to convert this information into weather forecast Here we're going to see about the measuring the wind and measuring the temperature. Measuring the wind, here we're using the aircraft vector and ground movement vector. While we're subtracting the ground movement vector by air movement vector, finally we obtain the wind vector. Wind vector from we know that airspeed and direction of the aircraft at the location. And measuring the temperature, here we using the Mach number, which is nothing but airspeed divided by the velocity of the sound. While the temperature has rise, the speed of the sound may also change. By using this simple equation, we may calculate we can predict the changes in the weather occurring in the environment. Here we are using the mathematical model, which is nothing but the model that is an abstraction that reduces the problem for the essential characteristic for the future generation for our requirement and need. Thank you to all.